Okay.
So, yun nga. So, sa lahat ng Class A finalists dyan, kaya ito yung more reason kung ba't kayo kailangan sumali dapat ng Class A. Kasi, pag manalo pa lang kayo ng Class A, regardless kung manalo kayo dito o hindi, may chance kayong manalo ng mga ganitong type ng freebie. Katulad ngayon, lockless lockbox, pagka mapabunod kayo. So, regardless kung manalo kayo o hindi dito sa Class A finals, yun, okay lang. So, ito, we have two teams drafting here. One is ARCANYS, and another one is Execration. We don't have Mineski in the finals or even in the top 4 this leg because they were disqualified.
Yes.
They were disqualified because they're in Malaysia and this is a LAN tournament.
Yes. There's an exemption with ARCANYS because they were in Cebu, but they're still playing in MI Cebu. So
yeah, so
there's no rule that says that you can play outside the country.
So basically, if you're from Metro Manila, you cannot choose to not go here
into MI show.
Into MI show and play here. If you don't play here, you'll be disqualified. But on the case of ARCANYS, they're in the rest of PH division,
yes,
which is the division rest of the Philippines except for the Metro. So that's it.
And we would like to greet our Filipino
Viewers.
peeps. Pasensya na, hindi kami
Magtagalog
kasi
we are required. We were required to do so.
Yes.
So let's see. We have Nature's Prophet.
This is game
and Pak.
This is going to be exciting. Like it's
the South versus North.
Yes, your league. Next, Racer next. Where we're in teams from all over the country are competing, and right now it's the
South
best of
versus
the
North.
The best
of the North against the best of the South.
The Kings of the North. Execration laban sa big boys ng South.
By the way, who do you think is better in the North? Do you think it's Execration already, or do you think it's still Mineski?
I don't know because Mineski is. I haven't seen them play yet, but it's safe to say that there are two kings in the North.
Okay, so there are two kings in the North.
Yes.
And
when Jesus
one
Christ
of those kings.
When Jesus Christ was born, there were 3 kings. But in Manila and in
there's
the
just
North,
2 kings.
There's just 2. And the third ones are here, yo.
Yeah, we're the third kings.
We're the third kings.
Okay, so let's see. Let's see. Nature's Prophet and Pak for Execration. On the other hand, we have Bot Rider and Sand King for ARCANYS. It's a typical pick for Execration. Nature's Prophet. It's always used by Ewe in the offlane. Yeah. This is one of their most successful heroes.
Yes.
And I bet they have a big chance of winning here, especially when they got Nature's Prophet. And I don't know, I think this is going to be Kimo's Pak.
You look at the band strike. It's Lycan, the Lone Wolf. Again, a very favorite pick in this Class S tournament.
Yeah,
almost every time he's pick or ban, something like a sure win combo. So it's a good ban by Execration.
Yeah, Filipinos love dogs for sure.
Yes.
And
because
Execration has been picking it so many times already.
You know why Filipinos love? Oh, that's the girls division you're seeing right now. And right now you're seeing Ninja Boogie. It's Fox. Bong is the bald guy with the good physique. Ewe is the Philippine Bulldog, is like a doggy. Teach me how to doggy.
And Kimo is like the...
Kimo is the... How do you say? The bad boy. Oh,
is
look
the
at
one
the
wearing the jacket. And we have a statistics coming out from KDS. And when they pick Chen, they have an 80% chance of winning.
Wow. What a nice win rate. What a nice win rate. 3-2 if they pick Invoker, and 3-1 if they pick Alchemist. So 0-3, is that right? They played with Mineski. There's 0-3 in Class S. Oh, so that's it.
Radiant team pick.
Okay, so let's see. Ember Spirit is a third pick. So the other bald guy is in ARCANYS side.
Yes. Look at this. And they have what you call the Watchers or the Minions.
Interesting. The Tinker has been banned for Execration. I don't know why. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And the ARCANYS on the other side is their most big heroes are Jin Burjo, surprisingly. Storm Spirit is the most banned, and Alchemist. So when they play against Execration, they automatically lose. Look at the stats, 0-2. There's still 0-2 in Execration. So
And we all know
that's
that
not
stats don't lie.
Yeah,
Stats don't lie.
That's
The
their
fact that they lost
disadvantage. Yes.
twice against Execration is a big factor. They lost in the group stage. It was a 60-minute match. It was a very close fight, but in the end, it's Execration who won that game. And take note, it was a 60-minute game, and Execration didn't have any carry heroes.
Yes.
And yet, they still won the game.
In Philippines, that bald guy is called something like panochi or semi-panochi. If the guys you are seeing has like Manu Ginobili hairstyle, it's called semi-panochi because it's not fully bald like Bong. So that's like a semi-panochi.
And I like how Mike Ross looks now is going
the white boy.
gangsta.
He's going
The white boy
OG.
that's going triple OG, wearing a beanie.
Wearing a beanie. Is that a bonnet or a beanie? It's a North Face beanie.
I don't know.
I don't know. And you're seeing the Malabon
Oh,
Pride.
interesting lineup coming from Execration. It's a global attack. You have Pac that can. You
Oh,
have
this is the-
Nature's Prophet that can go in anywhere. You have Spectre who has a hunt, ulti from Apparition.
Ancient Apparition has the Russian cold front, the ulti. It can damage anyone in the map with the right timing, the Ice Blast. This is like, oh no, I think I know the last pick. It's Zeus. Maybe. That's the Big Bang lineup from DOTA2.
It's very hard to pick Zeus at this point because they
they
don't
are
have any
already
disable.
Pac. Yeah.
And also they don't have any disable.
So they need a disabler. I don't know what.
Team pick.
I think they need to pick Sand King.
Sand King.
Sand King is the best pick here, or maybe get someone from that can jungle.
ARCANYS already has this Sand King, so it's not very good. I think one stunner, maybe ES or no. ES is not good here. Centaur. Have you seen Centaur?
I think
Centaur new meta.
Thrall is
Centaur
also
Alpha.
a good pick. Imagine, you put the Sky Dome.
5 seconds.
Yes.
Sky Dome, and then everyone who's in the dome will die out of the ultis of all the heroes.
Kinetic field.
Resolve time.
We call that Sky Dome kinetic field. Then the static storm is like the ulti of Disruptor. Bear with us because we are not really that adept in English casting because in Filipino we have different set of words. Even though the skill, something like Magnus miss his reverse polarity, it's called the selfie, termed by Duno. If someone got skewered, it's called Natoro in Filipino, Natorotot Gaming or what. So there you see other guys from, I see Jules, RR is also at the back of Execration. They're just doing gossiping, the picks. Oh, interesting. That's Vengeful Spirit of Bong.
So
Jerbong.
it's a classic Vengeful and combined with 4 new heroes from Execration. Actually, Ewes Prophet is also an old hero for them.
Bong Zero, Vengeful Spirit was almost the feared pick.
Actually, what's new in this game is seeing ARCANYS pick Magnus. I haven't seen ARCANYS pick Magnus in a long while. Actually, I haven't seen them play Magnus.
In a long while, especially with
This is
Ember
very
Spirit.
interesting. Imagine if you empower Ember Spirit,
Then goes to Chop
slide
Chop, slide of
then
fist.
goes chop chop.
Yes.
That will
It's
hurt.
that will hurt. And it's a good way
Empower
to
plus Chop
initiate.
Chop.
Yeah.
Empower chop chop combo.
I think what will happen here is ARCANYS will just do the slide of
10
fist, and
seconds
then
remaining.
whatever happens, they
Yun.
have Teles in. He will just use the glimpse to get back
Yappy.
and lose the teleport. So pretty nice combination here for ARCANYS. But the problem is they really don't have someone who can fight toe to toe with Spectre, Harvey Spectre. You know him from from the suits. This one is going to be a very badass guy. After he
So
gets,
Harvey Specter is being used by Ninja Boogie.
yes, look at that, man. Heinrich. Okay, let's introduce them. First of all,
So Kimo, one of the best players in the Philippines, is using Pac. The
Ninja
Fairy
Boogie
Dragon,
is,
Ninja Boogie is the Harvey Specter.
yes.
Ancient Apparition
is Fox.
is Fox.
Okay.
And BGO1 is your Vengeful. And
the
Ewe,
Pinoy
the Pinoy Bulldog.
Look at this costume.
The Pinoy Askal.
Yes. The Bulldog in Bulldog in Filipino is, well, we can call it Askal also, but Askal is like a street
Yeah, because
dog.
we don't have a bulldog. If you
Because
think
in
about it.
Philippines, it's illegal to have a street dog.
Okay. Yeah.
That's why it's very hard to train a bulldog here because everyone will want to see your
30
bulldog
seconds to
and
battle.
want to touch it.
On the
On
other
the
hand,
hand, it's SK for Gabriel Ramos.
Jobriel Ramos is a Scorpion King.
KKK
KKN is the
Disruptor.
Thrall. And
Ember Spirit is Piat Alas. Do you
and
know
the-
what's the meaning of Piat Alas?
I don't know.
Heinrich is the Ketchup.
Is the Far Samurai.
Fire Samurai. No. Heinrich is Magnus. And
Ah.
last but not the least is Bok. Bok is what?
I don't know.
It's Bok.
The
Is it a Visayan word? I don't know.
I don't
So,
know.
Fox, it's fire against ice in the
Oh.
river. And
Oh.
let's see who will win. At this point, Batrider is advancing. He can kill him. He has a boots, but
Yeah, as
he
you
won't
can see,
commit.
Bong is currently tied with the second most assist
in terms of
in
stats,
terms of stats
He's
in
tied-
the league.
tied with who?
Tied with Gio.
Okay, so tied with Gio, which is actually
Now
who
a
is
hitter.
actually now a carry player for
Yes.
Mineski. So
We really can't say anything yet for these two teams because Execration is here in the venue. Maybe
Yeah.
they can hear us.
Execration is here in the venue, so we have to be very
Be
careful with
careful,
what
yeah.
we're saying. So Kimo starting off the war with an illusory orb in the mid lane,
Yes.
while going up against Magnus. Heinrich with 4 tangos and 3 branches. I think Kimo is ahead in terms of this lane phase, especially he has a mantle of intelligence and
Yeah.
a higher plus on his damage. So it will be very hard for Magnus to face Kimo here. Let's see.
Yeah, so what's Hydris doing now is just getting that last side for the bottle, and it will also come down now.
Especially when you have phase shift for Pac, it's very easy to dodge those
That's wave.
those waves. So it will be hard for Magnus to win that lane. Maybe his Heinrich's objective is just to get his dagger up and then eventually
Yeah.
be significant in those team fights later.
ARCANYS has a very good initiating lineup, especially you have Magnus and you have Disruptor who can lock you down, basically lock down the team if the ultis were timed properly. They also have a Batrider, a very good initiator.
So to those who are asking if this is the girls division, this is not the girls division. This
Yes.
is the finals. This is Class S of MPGL.
Yes.
DOTA2, and this is Execration against ARCANYS. Mineski has been disqualified because they're in Malaysia, and this is a LAN tournament
Yes, and you're now watching the Kings of the North Execration versus
against the Kings
King?
of the Queen of the of the Queen City
Kings
of the
of
South.
the Queen City
Of the South, yes.
Oh, that's what you were saying. Case in point, right?
Yeah,
Very very good observation.
That's too easy. Even
Yeah,
if
too
I
easy.
were playing there, I would have dodged all of the waves because it's too easy.
Too
That's the
easy for
only
Kimo.
skill
That's the only skill that you can have to. You need
that
to
you have to
be
dodge.
aware. Yes.
Yeah, that you have to dodge. So it's very easy. So it will be very hard for Magnus to play against this Pac. And at this point on the top lane, the question is, will Ember Spirit farm well enough to fight
fight
against
toe to toe with Harvey Specter.
Harvey Specter? And not just that, of course, Pac will be more farmed against that Magnus for sure.
Oh, nice
Oh,
skewer.
Kimo in a
Toro.
bad position here.
Oh, nice move. Oh, but still Kimo is Kimo. Oh!
That's why he's being
BGO1.
very aggressive. Here comes BGO1. It doesn't hit the illusory orb, and that's very crucial.
Oh, miscommunication.
Miscommunication from both.
I think they didn't expect that
Actually,
BGO1
Kimo, I
would
think, was
actually-
expecting him, but he went ahead
Yes.
earlier
Earlier.
than Bong expected.
Something like it was a planned bait by Kimo to get skewered here.
Yeah, but the problem is he got so low, he had to
Yeah, he had to
use 2 bottles.
first before he can use he can fight again. But the problem is Bong went already ahead, and there was a mistiming on their part.
Yeah, but at this point, Lon, the problem is, who do you think scales better in the mid game? Of course, Ember Spirit will get better damage in the mid game compared to Spectre, but in the late game phase, Harvey Spectre will be
Yes,
much
unstoppable.
will have much more damage than Ember Spirit. So it's up to Execration to contain that Ember Spirit in the mid game. That's the most important thing that they need to do.
And the problem would be Micros is
Ingat. Ingat ka kasi. Sorry.
There was there was water spilled on the monitor, but it's okay. It's part of the plan. Part of the plan, brother. But yeah, you were talking, Trike. I believe that still, if Micros gets farmed up, it's already game over once he reaches that very quick. I don't know what's the new meta here. Vanguard, then Radiance, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe if I was Micros, I'd go for Regents as well because you
Yeah.
need to cancel 2 daggering heroes.
Yes.
You have Sand King, you have actually 3. You have
Three.
Bat Rider, you have Sand King, you have Magnus who will go in using a dagger. So if you have Regents up early, it will be hard for them to go in.
Yes, and basically, Radiance is the single most powerful, most effective item for Spectre. For if it is already being purchased early.
Yeah, but I think he also needs a Vanguard in the early phase because it will be very hard for him to survive against a Sand King, Bat Rider, Ember Spirit, and Magnus. Yes, you need a Radiance, but at the end of the day, you need to go for survivability item first. That's the most important thing because you won't be able to farm Relic.
Yes, and there's another random stat. Ninja Boogie has an average kill per game of 7. Second to Bimbo only and David in the league. So,
Okay, so we're just waiting
yes.
for both teams because actually ARCANYS is not in the venue.
So this is a semi-online event. Semi.
Okay, so let's see.
Ewe is getting hammered by 3 guys, and first blood goes to Piat Alas.
And Ember Spirit gets the kill, and
Gabriel
nice
Ramos.
try coming from Job.
Oh.
And
So that was a revenge kill, even though the tower hit him for him.
Actually,
Ewe
Ewe,
gets the credit for it. So
it's not a bad exchange for Ewe, especially when you get 1 kill
Yes,
early in the game and you're an offline hero. It's not that bad.
not that bad, but the problem is Ember Spirit gets the first blood, so that's a big advantage for
Yeah.
ARCANYS.
So the Fire Samurai, my friends, are farming well, especially when he got the first blood. That's a 400 gold up for him. It will be very hard for Execration if this guy becomes so farmed.
Yes, look at the difference in gold. Is steady going in ARCANYS way with the XP also.
And I can read from the chat that there are a lot of Cebuanos who are watching the show.
Hello.
Yeah, they're fighting against the northern people.
Yes.
They're
It's
fighting
the
against
North.
the Manileños here.
Manileños. Where
It's the south against the north here in MPGL. And let's see, Ninja Boogie actually coming from the south.
Coming from the south. They were some of the ARCANYS boys were his close friends because they always play in Cebu. Some Dota action. Let's see. ARCANYS Heinrich is getting not very far from, surprisingly, from Kimo's CS. It's 17-2,
Yeah.
and Kimo is 27, so not bad. Heinrich holding the ground for him.
Actually, this means that Kimo is not doing pretty well in the mid lane because if you're up against a Magnus, a melee hero, and you're Pac, and I think he should have more CS here than just 3 advantage CS. That's
But
too low.
that's still a very good CS. I mean, he has 8 denies, so not really a bad call.
Okay, so let's see what happens here. The score is all 1.
Yes.
Both teams are still farming for their core items. The question is, who will be able to carry his team better? Will it be
Nice move.
Spectre?
Ninja Boogie gets the kill. This is what they need to prevent. If you're from the ARCANYS side, you don't let the Spectre, especially Harvey Spectre, get the last hit and farm and get his early items. I think he's going for Vanguard first.
Yeah, that's actually a good item choice, I think, for Ninja Boogie, especially when you have mid-game heroes like Magnus and Ember Spirit and Bat Rider.
Yeah,
you need survivability, and Vanguard is a very good option for
surprisingly, no smoke popping out for the teams. Even though it's already 6 minutes, the expiration of the wards is now going for each other's ways. Let's see who will try to gap first, and the rune control.
Oh, Impale missing on Job. Let's see. Kimo can kill him. Ewe trying to go in. But he changed his mind. I don't know why.
Very risky, especially if you have a DD Sun King and there's an
And of
RP.
course, there's an RP that's ready for him.
He might get skewered in the face and become an Askal. Become the Pinoy Bulldog again. So, anyway, the last time I saw him using
Oh, he's
Furion,
teleporting somewhere. No, he's just going to farm here.
last time I saw him playing Furion, he was smacked in the face in the last month's finals, but now he's playing better, I think.
Yeah,
What do you
I think they're in a better state now, especially before. They were very sleepy coming
Coming up
from,
from
an
very-
overnight game. I think they played late that night.
Oh, nice move by Bong.
We didn't see it,
We
but
didn't see it, but
Magnus died.
the coil was popped and Magnus went down. That's why you always pay respect to the great BGO1.
Yeah, actually, if you have no idea in the Philippine Dota scene,
Yes.
BGO1 is actually the jewels of his time. He was the most he was the strongest
One
carry.
of the most skillful
one of
carries.
the strongest carry of his time, and now he's playing support, and he's actually playing very well here in MPGL.
Yes. When he transitioned into a Dota 2 player.
Yeah, he was the
He
king
was-
of Dota 1 before.
Yes.
He played with
Rom.
alongside Rome before,
Yes. For
and
Team
Micros
Mineski.
actually.
Actually, yes.
Micros was
They were
actually-
all the former teammates. So I was surprised that Bong was put into a
Support
role.
role.
Support role, but now he fits perfectly because of his experience. The timing is there. Look at that. He gank with the one-man formation. Very seldom you see that.
Seldom you see that. You
Yes,
see Vengeful in a pack
Vengeful.
killing a Magnus, especially he has a skewer. But maybe the silence was timed right.
Radiant's top tower
Yes.
is under
So let's
attack.
see.
All part of the plan now. Smoke.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Ember Spirit is the main problem for Execration. Maybe they can't make him too fat. A fat samurai will hurt you.
But I still think that if it's toe-to-toe action, I still think the Spectre would win. So
In the late game. But
Yes,
I think in the mid game it will be a problem.
let's see how will ARCANYS react, especially if they have a dagger on.
Oh,
the
Magnus hitting Wata 2 Impale. I know, it's just a minion of
minion.
Furion. But Vengeful dies there.
Yes, what a move!
But what a
here.
play by Job.
Yes, getting that secondary impale on that creep is something.
Extra bonus.
Yes.
It's like 1-up on Mario Brothers.
Sulit. It's what you call sulit in Filipino.
He gets the bounty on that minion creep from Furion.
Look at ARCANYS gold. It's slowly going into their favor. XP is going up for Execration. So, battle of XP versus gold. But you just be happy that, look at this.
Ninja Boogie.
Vanguard for how many minutes? 9 minutes?
The question is, what is his next item?
Radiance, definitely.
Yeah, that's the question. So,
Unless he goes for drums and
I don't know, maybe he can go for a diffusal as well.
diffusal as
That's
well.
also
But,
not a bad option.
but if you have Vanguard, better start popping or farming the next
Oh,
solid item.
looks like we have a visitor in the top lane. I don't know what he's doing. He's thinking about something, and that's Furion trying to farm something
Yeah.
out of that 25 damage.
Let's see how Bok
Ninja
already has
Boogie.
tranquil
Dire's
boots.
middle tower
He has 52 creep kills with the 66 against the 66 of Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit is really
Nice
farming
time.
very well.
Bok is
Oh, he
melting.
can go down.
That's what you call. But there's the glimpse. Oh!
Ninja
this will be a
Boogie is in
disaster for
trouble.
Ninja Boogie, and he's down also.
And he was speared in the trees, my friends.
Yes.
He died.
You should stick in the trees, you know? Stick in the trees, man. So let's see what's going to happen here.
Okay,
Fox
4-man
keeping
push
up.
coming from ARCANYS. I don't know if they will try to push here. Kimo going for the split push in the mid lane.
are fortified.
Yes. Oh.
Fox and BGO1 waiting for that push coming from ARCANYS. While in the mid lane, Kimo is still farming.
And
There's
Ewe
no-
is also farming, so this is a good time for them.
At this point, there's no sign of
What?
Boogie.
There's no sign of Boogie because
if
he
he's
died.
going back in the bottom lane. No, because he's in the top lane. Boogie going for the top lane. Let's see if he can kill him. It's actually possible for him to kill
Because he
this
has
Bat Rider.
no damage at all. Good
Yeah.
lazo there, but the problem is Ewe is still alive.
Bottom lane. I think there's a fight that,
Yes, the Sand King was killed.
yeah, the Sand King was killed.
And
And right now, it's not, Ember Spirit is not that painful yet, but if he gets too fat, I think this will be a main problem for Team Execration. What do you think does Execration need to do in order to contain Ember Spirit at least in the mid game?
I don't think they need to do something. They just need to continue the ganks, and maybe if Ember Spirit is there, maybe Kimo should also TP and do his thing. But right now, Heinrich is going low. Oh, nice 1-2 combo from the bad boys. Shaken and baking. Look at that blink coil, then his illusionary orb, then to finish it off.
With the
You
Wrath
have
of
a Wrath of
Nature.
Nature
That's
from
what you call
Ewe.
bad
1-2.
luck. That's what you call bad luck.
Bad boy moves, yo.
Bad
And-
luck from the bad boys. Imagine being hit by a Wrath of Nature.
Yeah, in your butt. It's like, ooh.
And here comes the bad boys going in the mid lane. They are the bad boys because they were the only players that were banned in
Suspended,
MPGL.
yes.
Suspended in
Alright,
MPGL for
so-
3 months.
But now, they're in the championship. What a turnaround of events. In terms of skill, I think they're one of the best in the Philippines already. So
Yeah, Spectre actually killed one there. He killed Disruptor. We didn't see it. But at this point, Spectre are getting kills. On the other hand, Ember Spirit are getting some
look
farm.
at the gold surge in favor of Execration with that 2 kills and a tower down. So you're now seeing the fruits of their labor. I mean, the supports and the individual skills of Execration are now just dominating the ARCANYS guys. They need to do something, and without this one is their initiating power.
I think we can.
This might change the game.
I think we won't be able to see the potential of Team ARCANYS as composition at this point.
Yes.
Because you haven't seen Magnus, Batrider, Sand King, Ember in one lane pushing and trying to kill 5 heroes, going up against 5 heroes. And here comes
nice RP.
the potential of that I'm talking about. Two-man
that's it.
RP,
Two-man
Ember
RP,
Spirit,
Ember Spirit coming up to finish the job, and he's doing the Samurai X
and
technique.
the ice wins against fire. Let's see, Ember Spirit chasing. Here comes the Fire Samurai, and he gets the Vengeful Spirit, my friends.
So that's what you call the potential that we were talking about. It's very, very hard if you don't have any BKBs to initiate with ARCANYS. They have the lasso, impale, they have Rev Ball, everything they can throw at you and you will just die.
Yeah, they have so many skills on their
heroes.
side.
Yes.
So the most important thing for ARCANYS is to stick and get more of those opportunities where you can actually utilize your skills instead of just ganking.
Yes,
They need to go 5v5 head-on clash.
But the problem is they really can push.
Yeah, that's the main problem because they don't have any
Any,
long-range carry that can hit the towers. That's the problem.
yes, even though Piat Alas can use his power, his Light of Fist to fend off the creeps. The problem is he's a melee hero and it's very susceptible to gank, especially if you have a Vengeful Spirit that will just swap
In a sense,
the hell of you.
in a sense, their lineup is like is in a way is like one-dimensional.
Yeah.
It's very good at
Team
kills.
fight, yeah, team fight
and
oriented.
team fights,
Yes, but the
but
problem is they really can't split or they can't really push fast yet
They
without
can't
their
push
items.
fast.
Yeah.
They don't scale well in the late
Late
game.
game, yes.
It's
So,
a pure mid-game attack that requires a 5v5 clash. So for ARCANYS, they need to create those opportunities for them to be able to win this game.
and the problem is they're also ulti dependent. I mean, if they don't have reverse polarity and lasso, you won't really see them much
Yeah.
in looking for a fight. But right now,
Ember
let's see.
Spirit is actually there. Oh, I think he should have skewered Spectre in.
We don't really know.
That could have been a kill, I think. But
Oh!
Fox!
Oh my goodness!
What a play by Fox!
What does the
Right
Fox
place,
say?
right time. I think he's using a map hack.
What happened there?
I don't know how Fox
Yeah.
knew about that, but what a play by Fox.
Yeah.
It's like he has a Dragon Ball radar.
Yeah, let's see. So I think there's a problem on the ARCANYS side. They need to change their internet line. But what a play by Fox. Right now you're seeing TryQ eating the, what is it called? Pinoy noodles.
Pinoy noodles.
So you can follow us at Twitter. The one you see there, it's Yapilon.
Check out my Twitter. I don't have tweets.
TRYQ_. It's your Twitter. Mine's better. It's Yapilon.
So let's see, back in the game, 2,000 goal difference. It's XCTN who has the advantage. Jobriel Ramos died in the top lane. We didn't see what happened, but at this point, I think Execration, safe to say, is on a
steady cruising, getting
They're ahead, they're ahead.
items. Yes. Actually, the stats don't lie. They're ahead. And it might be the mid-game power that you're waiting for Piat Alas to just initiate. The problem is
the mid game is starting now. He should be
should
joining
be doing
team
something,
fights. He should
maybe.
be joining team fights. He just can't farm because if he wants to farm, he can't put up with the Spectre in the late game.
Yes, better that he joins the fight, or makes the initiation first, and then he just Magnus will just counter Rempol in.
But the problem is it's too late.
And
The TP is too late.
Yeah, and the problem is you have Nature's Prophet who can just split anytime that ARCANYS wants a 5-on-5 fight. So that's a very bad thing for ARCANYS. They really can't do anything about it since they Execration first pick period. So let's see how. Right now, ARCANYS is now betting on their chances here.
And Batrider going in the trees. He's looking for apparition, but he's been stunned by Execration. And what a play!
Look at the damage.
And nice swap out coming from Bong. That
Yes.
could have been a kill for Batrider.
Gabriel is
Trapped in the
trouble.
trees. Here comes Ewe.
Oh, Russian cold front. Oh, look at the
Stunned by
damage.
Bong.
Wow, look at the supports of Execration just schooling ARCANYS, showing the moves, Vengeful and Fox. What the hell?
And oh, look out now. They can kill Fox here, but they won't overcommit there. And Kimo is back in the top lane. And the problem is,
Boogie has the laser sword.
one player from the south who's playing for the north is farming very well against the southern boys.
That's the thing,
He's very near his radiance.
That would be the problem, and the problem I think ARCANYS is having problems catching with Bok. Lassoing not when he came in over here, there wasn't anyone that he caught, so he was the one who got caught. And
Yeah.
he got that. He died.
Batman was actually prepared to. It was actually nice plan from the Goblin,
No.
the Green Goblin.
when he came over here, he just took a selfie,
Yeah.
and then he died.
No, the problem is Execration was prepared. Execration was prepared for the attack. They knew
that
Batrider will
is,
go in.
Go in.
That's why Bong was there
He's
to
here.
protect anyone who will be picked up by Batrider.
He's ready for the swap, but the problem is when Batrider came in, there was no one close enough for him to be lassoed. So
Actually, if you think about it, their last pick was Vengeful. It was actually a perfect pick
counter, yes.
against a Batrider, Magnus, and a Sand King, I guess. Because if your crucial hero will be caught by any of
You
those
have a way out.
ultis, you have a way out with a swap out.
Swap
The
out.
most important thing is Vengeful doesn't have to be stunned by those.
Yeah, Vengeful can just stay at the back lines and just let the ARCANYS boys do the damage and then swap out whoever heroes that needs help.
You know, ARCANYS needs a lot of help here.
Oh,
and
Bok!
oh no, trap in the trees, and he's trapped indeed. He's being stunned here, and Bok goes down. Here comes Ninja Boogie with an ulti, but he doesn't chase anyone. Oh, he goes for Sand King, and this looks bad for ARCANYS at this point.
Yes, look at the global power right now.
I think the composition of Execration is just too much for ARCANYS. Ninja Boogie chasing Disruptor, and here comes Ewe going for that Disruptor,
Kimo is also going in.
and Disruptor finally going down.
Ninja Boogie gets
Oh.
a double kill. Nice swap, but Piat Alas goes down. Nice ulti, even though Boogie doesn't have any radiance, he ulted in so that the ARCANYS guys here who has daggers, normally Magnus and Batrider can really help and use their daggers to initiate. So
And
when
I
they
heard-
found out that the Batrider was here and saw that it was trapped, Migros already popped out his ulti so that Magnus can't really help him with the blink rev for.
You
What
know,
a nice
you know what
play.
the problem is?
Yes.
I think Bat Rider watched the free-to-play movie and he followed HYHY. He actually stayed in the trees. He stayed in the trees and he died in the trees.
So let's
I
see.
told you to stay in the trees. He stayed in the trees for good. Went home to the tavern after a while.
Oh no.
Stayed
People-
in the trees,
people-
died in the trees.
People in the chat were saying that they predict that Execration is going to win the first game because of the lineup.
It's too obvious. I mean, the composition is better, first things first. And another thing is they're playing better. They're playing better. I mean, they won the lanes. They're
Wow.
playing in the mid game very well.
Look at this.
They're prepared for the team fights.
Yes. The problem is, it's very predictable for ARCANYS with this kind of lineup. Especially, you have Magnus, you have Sun King, you have Bat Rider. Very predictable for them to use their skills to initiate or gank. But Execration actually perfectly countered it with the global hero, Nature's Prophet, and Spectre that can just pop out any time of the day and
Actually-
help out their teammates.
Actually, if you think about it, this lineup of Execration can go up against any type of heroes. This is a really solid lineup. You have a counter go with Vengeful. You have a stand for Vengeful. You have Spectre that can scale up well in the late game. You have Puck that has initiating power, and an ulti by Fox
Oh,
can hit on Magnus.
Look
but
at all those ultis. Jabriel just died. He just experienced the worst cold front ever, and now look at this. They're dying, but just by the ultis of the supports.
I think Fox has been playing target practice for a month. He's playing
Yeah.
very well. He's been on point
His
for
Ice Blast is on point,
for the
always
past-
getting all those necessary heroes for a kill.
yeah. He's playing I think he's played target practice a lot.
Dyer's top tower
He's very on
is
point, and they're going for the top lane. They will now try to secure this game. Remember, guys, that this is a best of 5 series.
What do you think, Trike, if they put on the 3-on-3 lane here for Ember Spearing? I think that there's a very good chance that it might survive against Spectre, because Spectre is not that great in early game. I don't know why.
I don't think so. The main problem is Apparition is a hero that
Very powerful. Oh, nice rep ball.
nice rep ball, but the problem
Coming
is
in.
it's only Fox.
Fox.
And yes, they get Fox. Yes, he gets a double kill. But the question in this game is how do you stop Mike Cross?
Dyer's
You really
bottom
can't
tower
stop him
is
now.
under
And
attack.
look at the Bulldog. He's already biting at your leg.
You know, you said that what if they played bottom lane
Yeah,
Friday?
3-on-3.
Yeah, 3v3. I don't think that's still enough. You know why?
Why?
Because Apparition is a perfect counter for melee heroes. And you have Sand King and Ember Spirit in your
Dyer's middle tower
tri
Yeah,
lane.
two melees.
Once the cold feet is up,
Dyer's
you'll just
already a
get stunned.
lockdown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's already a sure lockdown. And you have a Vengeful Spirit that can counter stun you. Maybe if they went for a tri lane, Ninja Boogie can actually go for tawag dun?
What? Disperse.
No, disperse build. Can actually go for a disperse build.
and just nullify the damage.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
it's composition is one thing, but also they lack in creating opportunities to play 5v5 in the mid game. They could have won fights in 5v5.
Look at the steady graph of gold from 11 minutes, almost a 0 to right now, just a 10-minute mark, almost a 1k gold per minute increase.
Yeah, because
Same
Execration,
is in the XP, so
because
it's very
Execration is
hard.
actually just playing, is actually capitalizing on ARCANYS' mistakes, and it has
And the
been.
problem is ARCANYS is the one who needs to initiate, because even though Execration has a lineup that can swap in, it's very seldom that Bong is the one who initiates. They just let ARCANYS go in, make mistakes, and then the other two farmers who has global capabilities will just help them out. If any case there's a mismatch or their teammates need some help. Very, very deadly global composition by Team Execration.
And the Radiance is now up on Spectre.
Yes. Now look at this. Bad Rider has
I
Four
feel
staff
that this is
already.
an impossible scenario for ARCANYS to win this game.
Bracer and
It's very,
Robot
very
Mage.
hard when you're up against a Spectre and you're behind by 12,000 gold. The only way for you to win is for the electricity to go out or maybe you can lend or you can borrow money from Pera Padala.
Or you can hack PLDT.
At this point, it's very hard for them to win.
And look now, it's 25 minutes going to the game. It's clearly the time for Roshan for Execration, and ARCANYS is just withering down one by one. Look at the items of Bong. He has 2 bracers because of his muscles. He needs something to lift up. So he bought 2 bracers.
So Apparition, famous for the Let It Go movie. You saw
Yeah.
him in the Let It Go movie.
Let it go. And that's the problem now.
He threw the princess.
Well, the good news is there's still hope. If ARCANYS has the balls to do some crazy maneuvering, maybe a Roshan steal.
You know what's the good news for ARCANYS?
What?
That there's still game 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
Because at this point, I think it's very, very hard
Very
for
hard.
them to come back from this one.
This is like in basketball, 20
is like
point lead in the 4th quarter already.
With just 5 minutes left, I think, and Ember Spirit, the most important hero for
Yes,
ARCANYS,
and it's time for our
goes
Execration
down.
to push, I think.
And
But the
I-
problem is, yeah, ARCANYS may still have a fighting chance when they go in. They can turtle. But the problem is the goal difference is so
and also
much
they don't have a
bigger.
better carry.
Yes, that's
Spectre
another
is the
problem.
best carry in this game and is farmed as foof.
Farm the stoot. Oh
and
my.
is farmed as toot.
Yes.
He is fatter than the biggest losers champion, my god.
And now they will take Roshan, and I think they will just steamroll it.
And he has an Aegis.
Fallen to the radiant.
Even though, look at the last hit denies. It's not very far because 167, 162 for Fiat.
I think even the Justice League won't be able to stop this Spectre. It's
You
just
know-
too farmed.
You know who can destroy a Spectre?
Who?
Lion.
Why?
It can hex him. Just
So-
hex what? You need hex or what? Disable. But the problem is,
No, I don't think... I think Spectre is one carry where Hex is not enough.
it's like,
Because he has a Disrupt.
yeah, it's like another type of cancer.
Yeah, and another problem is you have Hunt. He can choose to attack all of you at once with just one press of T. How do you stop that with Hex?
And something like your 2100 is being rendered useless.
Right
By
now,
that Hunt.
it's the Hurricane Spectre that's coming,
The
that can
ninja.
come in ARCANYS' way, and how
Ninja
can they
Spectre.
counter that?
They can counter it
They
with,
can go with 5 Hex.
I think-
Hex all of the...
I think seriously they can counter it with the ice cold beer, San Miguel, just drink for before next game or eat lechon.
Yeah, they just need
Ah,
to re-energize.
Re-energize.
Because at this point, the funny thing is, it's actually a Cebuano.
Who's is defeating his fellow
Cebuanos.
peeps. Look at this. Oh, look at the
And
damage.
Kimo with a BKB on Pac.
It's-
It's my first time to see anyone
It's troll time
using
now.
Pac and bought a BKB.
Because it's troll time. You know the bad boys. They always troll.
I haven't seen anyone using Pac.
Welcome to Pinoy Troll Dota. I don't know. Maybe. Fuck. Yeah.
I don't think he needs a BKB.
Lincoln can be.
Lincoln
better.
and I think Ayul is better. But I think maybe they're just trolling, yes. So Ninja Boogie wants this tower now. They want to go to game 2. They want to go home early. And here comes the minions of Ewe going up in this lane.
Yes, they're
trying to
pushing
secure the
in.
tower now.
Come on, yo, come on. Let's see. But good thing they're pushing because there's no Red Ball. Magnus is still sleeping at the cemetery. And he needs some candles because it's still not November. Oh, he's alive, my friends. Still, the problem is...
But the funny thing is, actually Execration is playing very safe. Even though they're on the lead by around 15,000 gold. And you have around 14 kills there.
Very exact, right? 50,000 gold. How do you compute that?
Around 15,000 gold, and it was exactly 15,000 gold. That's what you call
What?
skills, dog.
Skills, and when you're shoutcasting like us for how many years already,
You
you,
know.
already know.
You have a gut feel on how
Oh.
things are running. Because back in Dota 1, there was no
No,
gold
gold.
difference, there was no XP difference.
We just knew by heart. Because we used to be players also, top
Yeah,
players
of
when these guys were not around.
We're the only players who can beat a 15,000 gold difference.
Yes. as seen in the match history.
Yes.
Oh yes.
It's
Actually,
true.
you can see our replay. It's a 15,000 goal difference because of me.
And
Playing
people
troll.
in the people in the
chat.
in the chat are actually saying that
Hmm.
I think they think that Pac really needs a BKB in this game. I actually disagree because
Yes, because you have face ship already.
and also if you get rev pulled,
Yeah.
you can still be rev pulled even if it's BK, even if you're
Yeah,
on
you're
BKB.
using BKB. Maybe Lincoln is better.
Lincoln is actually a better choice. At least you can cast it on Spectre.
Yeah, and
That's the advantage of Lincoln now. You can cast it on your teammates.
because the problem is Puck will not be the one who will be initiated first. Because if ARCANYS attacks Puck, then they lose out. And they have
Oh, but here comes Ninja Boogie. And here comes the Boogie Storm.
oh no, look at the cold
Look
front.
at the storm.
And look
How
at
do you stop the Cebuano Storm, my friends?
You stop it by eating lechon. Lechon is a very delicious food. If you ever come to the Philippines, should
Yeah.
ask for it. But not all lechons are nice. It's only in Cebu that's very crispy. Oh! Nice swap out by
Nice swap out by
GPGO1.
Buwang. He was waiting for that bite rider.
Epi! Boom, 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 boom!
Oh, but here comes a
The
combo.
chop, chop.
Farkan is actually working very well here.
But the problem is,
The Aegis.
Alive again. And let it go by Fox. And
See,
I
if
think-
they did that combo early, they could have won this fight. But the problem is,
No, Execration will not fall for it because they have two global heroes that needs to farm.
that can actually also
Yeah.
evade
Yes.
their heroes and split
They'll
push.
just split push. That's the thing. Maybe ARCANYS needs to tweak their lineup. Maybe go with the standard 4-1. Someone who can also split. What do you
And
think?
mainly, I think one of the problem is,
Look at the audiences for. Alright,
Execration.
so look at the stats here.
I think.